Welcome to the video tutorial for Steal the Cookie. In this video we will go over the game's setup and gameplay. Steal the Cookie is a card game that requires a minimum of 3 players to play, with each game lasting anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. To play the game, you will need the Steal the Cookie game cards, 70 cards in total, the included 20-sided dice, and of course a flat surface to play on. To start, remove all of the stop cards, the cookie jar cards, and the almighty cookie from the deck. You will then set aside 5 cards for each player, -1. For example, if you have 3 players in your group, then set aside 15 cards, -1, for a total of 14 starting cards. Once you have set aside the total starting cards, insert the almighty cookie card into that stack of cards. Now shuffle those cards, then deal 5 cards to each player. This will result in one of the players having the cookie. Remember, it is important to keep the possession of the almighty cookie a secret. Take the remaining cards and shuffle them with the cookie jar cards and the stop cards to form one draw pile. Then after that, shuffle all the cards together. Once you are done shuffling, place the draw pile in the center of the table and roll the dice to see who goes first. Turns then proceed clockwise, and it's time to play. The object of the game is to be the last player to have the almighty cookie in your possession when the final cookie jar card is played. Whoever has the almighty cookie when the last cookie jar card is played is the winner. Now let's go over the turn. Each player's turn occurs in the following order. When it is your turn, you must first draw a card. If the card you drew is a sacred cookie jar card, then stop and play it immediately. Reveal it to all the other players and set it aside face up. You may then continue your turn. If the card you drew has a red hand symbol on the card, then stop. You draw a stop card. Stop cards must be revealed to all players, and you must follow the instructions on the stop card. Do not draw another card or play a card. Your turn has ended once the stop card's effects have been played. If the card you drew is not a stop card, then add that card to your hand. You may then decide to play an action card, but keep in mind, you can only play 1 action card per turn. If you decide not to play an action card, you can simply pass, thus ending your turn. The game then continues with the next player in clockwise order. Now that you understand the basic gameplay, let's talk about some of the more advanced aspects of the game. Interrupt cards are special cards that can be used to counter stop cards and action cards. You can play as many interrupt cards as you want during your turn or someone else's turn. You play interrupt cards to protect yourself from other players' action cards and to interfere with cards that are being played by another player. You can use interrupt cards to counter other interrupt cards. When this happens, you must always stack the cards to see which card counters which spell. For example, John plays the action card Freeze on Mary. Mary uses the interrupt card Absorb on John's Freeze. John uses the interrupt card Trip on Mary's Absorb, allowing the Freeze card to continue to be played against Mary. Mary then uses a Deflect card against the Freeze and deflects the Freeze to Fred. John can't do anything, and neither can Fred, so Fred ends up losing a turn, John is unhappy, and Mary remains untouched. Well, this concludes the video tutorial for now. We hope you enjoyed the game, And if you have any questions or concerns about certain cards or about the gameplay, you can check out our website at stealthecookie.com. Thanks for watching.